And dear collective, welcome to another music channeling. Let's dive into it. Today's song for today's reading is Wander. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Let's get into it. Okay. So basically, I think I've done this past reading of this specific song before on my channel in terms of a message. Okay. It's a little bit different. I'm pretty sure it was a few years ago. So it's probably not the same formula, basically how I do my readings now. Okay. Um, but if it resonates, it will be linked down below. Okay. Um, basically, if I speak in terms of it's from he or she, make it resonate even if I refer to past readings. Okay. Well, not make it resonate, as in don't be too hung up on specific um, genders like that. Okay. So, I say this to say, Cancer could be relevant. I got this song on the 29th of August. I do want to say, Cancer, I'm not going to base it on a zodiac sign in terms of your Cancer, their Cancer. We're going to change that up as well. Um, it's more so the aesthetic of Cancers. And what I know from on the top of my head is Cancers are very nurturing, very caring. Now, that is Cancer textbook. Personally, how I've dealt with cancers in my life, a lot of them have a manipulative streak. A lot of them like to emotionally abuse. Okay, they tend to have a lot of narcissistic traits when they don't get their way. And but this is like for a toxic Cancer. In my life, cancers have been quite Cancer women. Okay. Um, but overall, if we're gonna go textbook Cancer astrology, they say they're very nurturing, very caring, like the mother of the group, and Capricorns are like the father of the group. Um, they are very fun, and they have like a crazy streak. They're very big on family, though. They're very big on family. Um, they're very big on being quite a people pleaser, um, selfless. Um, Google Cancer astrology, okay? That is the energy for you or your person if that will resonate in terms of Cancer, the astrology. The zodiac sign. Oh Lord, English, unfortunately. It's not my first language, but I also have a speech dependency. But here we are. Okay? Let's dive into this. For some reason, I'm also guided to say something about being heteronormative or heterosexual. Now, you're watching from whomever, whether you are in the LGBT community, whether you're straight, however you feel, you identify, you prefer to be in a relationship, um, make it make sense with a specific person of your choice, collective. Um, I have to Google heteronormative in English. Most because listen, a lot of things I know, but if English is not my first language, it's kind of hard to explain, you know? So, heteronormative describes societies or systems that assume heterosexuality is the default or natural form of human sexuality, and also often assumed as gender binary of two rigid see, that's where the speech impedancy comes in. But the complementary, complementary sexes. I guess just assuming that everybody's straight. That is the my easy version of it all. Okay, assuming that you know roles are the standard. For instance, now a woman is supposed to do this, a masculine or a man is supposed to do that. Like they can't switch roles, you know. Um, I do feel like Sweden does a good job on like implementing at least neutrality. For instance, um, there is still a little bit of a divide, but not in other countries like let's say United States of America. Like equal pay is very important. Like it's very divided in Sweden, as well as like having like um, stay at home dads, or like I don't know why Swedish English is blank right now, but when you get pregnant, like they give pay leave not only for obviously the mother but also the father involved. They could also ask for like pay leave so they can be home with the baby. So that's very like equal in Sweden. Um, Whereas in other countries, it's never that. Okay, there's still a lot of struggles. Um, don't let me go into the rest of the world, but I say this to say, I feel like you don't mind being in a different world than your person. Like in terms of astrology, I would say this: fire signs, just in general, they could come off more of a masculine, even if they're feminine or masculine, as in whether they're male or female. Like water signs could come off more, how do I say, feminine in terms of their nurturing energy. Like a fire sign woman could be less emotionally nurturing than a water sign male. Okay, that's when the gender of it all switches. So at least astrology got it right. Um, Nothing is like linear in that sense. There's a lot of fluidity within astrology, which I like. Welcome to my TED Talk. Collective. The reading is a romantic soulmate based reading. And long story short, um, this person can't help being in love with you. They're wondering if you feel the same. I do feel like this person either has a crush on you, or you guys were together, you broke apart, but they still have feelings for you. Or this is somebody that you know and you're cool with, you're friends with, associate, like you hang out together, but somebody's like the entire time, the whole entire time, they've been in love with you. It's like having a crush on your best friend and suppressing that because you don't want to ruin the friendship. Okay, that's the emphasis of this reading. Now, I don't know if you guys are hearing this. Um, it's literally morning for me, but there's a song called Heartbreak Anniversary, and it stopped right now. I think I've been getting a lot of like mini warnings here because I be playing the music too much. Okay, so this song could also be relevant. I'm gonna pause the music now, and I feel like your person is heartbroken. Now it could go either way, right? One person is kind of like, I have so much love to give, but I will give them everything if they ask, and they're wondering if you feel the same, or vice versa. But I kind of feel like it's them towards you, especially if you had like a I think my friend has a crush on me. I think my friend like really likes me. And you kind of like, you're not sure? This is your confirmation. They do. It's not only a crush, it's like they're in love with you, they have feelings for you, all of that. Like they like you. Okay? And it's actually, depending who it is, it's pretty deep. It's pretty severe. And some of them even, it almost feels like a self-inflicting heartache, just like the song that played before. And it's because of the fear of either messing up what you have now or the friendship. Okay, something about the connection you have now. For instance, you broke up, it was like 5 years ago, a week ago, and you're finally good. Come back together, and you're like, you know what? I think it's better for us to be friends because not every relationship works. That person, I don't know if it's you or them, but the feelings never left. You were trying to act, somebody's trying to play cool, thinking that, yeah, we're just friends, we're cool. Or obviously, you should go and date Brian. Obviously, you should go and talk to Shaniqua. Obviously, you should go and talk to Luca. I'll be right by your side. But internally, they're freaking dying because they're like, I cannot believe I'm telling them that I'm cool being friends with them, which they are, because I feel like they'd rather take that than nothing else. Okay, you or them. So we got this one in reverse. Now this person, they're not delusional. I think we got this one in reverse as well. They're not delusional. Like they know what's at stake, whether it's secret admirer or a past person that you guys decided to like, fuck it, let's just be friends. I think it's better for all of us. But based on the song, somebody can't contain it. They can't. But they're very much, somebody is very much suffering. I will say that they're very much suffering. We got the patient card. They're very patient, and not only that, they also are willing to wait. They're willing to wait. Again, going back to the cards you guys saw, like they're not expecting you guys to build something, right? And they're not delusional, okay? But they're a bit confused because sometimes it might feel like you're in the same energy, same wavelength, and sometimes they're like, maybe it's not best to risk it because, again, of the fear. So, collective, my personal advice, you need to have a sit down with the person you are sus about their emotions and their actions if it's leaning towards love, because it really is, okay? This person has been waiting for you. But again, they're not delusional in terms of like making you feel stuck or trapped or want to build something. They just have feelings for you. They just love you. They're just in love. They just admire you. You know? Like this person has unconditional love. I think that's the best explanation. Okay? So we got this one here. They want the best for you. They really do. They really do want the best for you. They want, I don't know what else to say. They want nothing but the best for you. You know, whether it's with them or not, but again, they're not expecting it to be with them. Like I said, they're not delusional thinking and hoping that one day, but they also have growing feelings for you. And that is what they can't contain. But they're also in fear of like they might fuck up the friendship or the connection you have, and it's heartbreaking. Okay? Anything else for the viewer that's watching? We got this one here. So yeah, I know if you guys can see this. Let's take a moment. They're definitely hiding their feelings, their true feelings, to say the least. They're definitely hiding their true feelings, to say the least. Because they think that things will crumble. They think it will be a tower moment. They think it will be a disaster if they really tell you the truth about how they feel. Now, I will say, even if you do have a convert with them, I'm not quite sure if they will confess. Because I don't know what it is, because it's almost like they need to hear it from you that you also like, you have to be a great communicator, but like If they feel like you're not feeling it, I don't think they would tell you until you're on the same page. Okay? This person here probably has abandonment issues, rejection issues for sure. But what I wanted to focus on, this person been chasing you. They've been having feelings. And I feel like it's been a while. I think they might even be in shock. If you're like, so what's up? Are you seeing anyone? And how are you feeling? And even if you even implement yourself in the equation, I feel like they might even have a little bit of a panic. Like, what are you saying, collective? Why are you asking me these questions now? But are you feeling it? Because I'm feeling it. But if you're not feeling it, if they say they're feeling it and you're not, that shit hurts. If somebody is like, it's heartbreaking, is overwhelming. But somebody's also like, I will be in love with them, have feelings for them in secret if it means I get to be with them. Because as soon as this cat out of the mouth, the secret is out, okay? Let me minimize my, references. As soon as the secret is out that, no, I've been in love with you, I've been waiting, the dynamic will change. Because let's be honest, going from friends to lovers, baby, it's something, okay? For some of you guys, you could even be best friends. Now, I feel that's even worse. Because some of you guys, secret admirer, as in, same circle, you know them, they know you guys are good cordial. The entire time they've been in love with you. They've been have feelings for you. Others is you broke up, you came back together. No, me and Austin, we were friends. Me and Lena, we hang out all the time. Me and Sarah, like, we go shopping every Wednesday, there is a history to establish relationship, but you and so, you have agreed. When it was talked about, when the deep discussions were had, everybody was on the same page, unbeknown to you or them, but I think heavy on you, that's watching. The entire time, their emotions start to grow. And for the rest of you guys, well, I think that's the category. Secret admirer is somebody that you ended it with, that you now are friends with, but the love is growing. The feelings are growing each and every time. Okay? This person has done a lot of introspective, but in the same breath, they're also in the heartache because they don't want to ruin what you have, because what you have is good. It's just the obstacle for them is the fact that they have feelings for you. That's the obstacle, okay? And to be honest, a lot of them don't want to be in this energy of like have feelings for you, but they don't know what to do. They don't want to be hurt. They don't want to hurt you, but I feel like they don't want to be hurt, especially if you've been together and you guys hurt each other and you agreed to be friends. Obviously, they don't want you to put that in that same predicament, right? But it's like, it's more complex if you had a relationship. For the rest of you guys, you have not, so I don't think it's going to be that, oh my God, I don't want to hurt them, so on. But of course, in the back of their head, they're thinking, what if we do get together and we do break up, and this is for the people you haven't been together with, collective, that means no more relationship. At least in the second group, from we were together, we broke up, we're friends now, at least, there's a second chance. But then again, maybe the second time you guys end up together, what if it ends up in the same pattern? Nobody wants that. For the secret admirer, that group, it's kind of like if we get together, if we end up breaking apart, no more, shit. At least I had a friendship with collective. At least I loved them from a distance. We were always together. It was good. But as soon as we got together and we end up going separate, somebody's in a lot of fear, okay? And it almost feels worse if, but it's in their head though. It's mental. Somebody's really afraid of losing their relationship. Also, I feel like that's the summary of those that, of all the groups, group number 1 and 2 that want to be with you, I'm not sure if they want to confess though, but they have these feelings. The confession, I don't think is ideal because they feel they might lose out on something bigger, even though they're like in pain. It's the connection with you. I think the real ass question is this: collective needs to be on the same page, but also they can force you. You get it? If you're like jokey, like, oh, you like them, and they're like, yo, but I like you, and then you kind of like, wait, you like me? Like me? See, that somebody's really. So, listen, fear of rejection is a real thing. I also feel somebody has anxiety. I also feel like somebody's afraid of fucking it up. All right. I don't know what this collective, however you can maneuver to let them be honest with you. You kind of have to be on the same page, but they also have this fear of if they confess and they see, they're also very attentive to you and very observant. So if they see you, now I would say this, so people you've been together with, I feel like they know your mannerisms. So if they see you playing game, they probably will not confess. For the secret admirer, I don't think they know you that well, that deep, right? Like I said, it could be friends, colleagues, friend of a friend situation, and they always like collective, but that's my friend's friend, or we work together, or she's the one that always brings me coffee. I meet her at the coffee shop. When we go clubbing, it's always me and collective, right? But I don't know her feelings, it's kind of hard to read you for some reason. Again, people are comfortable in this state of like, I'm gonna wait for collective, because they will wait. Will they confess? I don't think so, unless you do check in on. It's almost like you have to trick them, trigger yourself to find out the truth. But I don't feel like they're that stupid to fall for it. So you need to be in it with them as well for them to be like, yeah, it's been like this for a while. I just been waiting on you, collective. I just been waiting on you to ask the question, because I never had the courage, and I will probably never have the courage. So it's up to you to ask the question, collective. Okay, we got this one here. A lot of them, if you're not on the same page, they will deny any emotions, saying that, because for some reason, and it's valid, the friendship, the connection right now, it is, like, somebody's very logical in the sense of the time spent and what you have now, to jeopardize that, to risk that for love or their feelings. They kind of feel like it's selfish, especially if you're not on the same wavelength. Okay, on that note, we got this card here. It's fear of rejection, fear of ruining the relationship, anxiety. Okay, it's all of that. But yeah, they've been having these feelings. They've been waiting for you, and I feel like they will always be waiting for you. I'm like, an example I can mention is if you're part of the LGBTQ community and you're like in love with your best friend, but your best friend is not queer, right? you know that not they don't subscribe to being fluid in any way, shape, or form. Even if it was for fun, they know you. Your friend know you never go that way. You strictly, this is just perception here, but right, and an example as well. You strictly just, for funsies, right? While your bestie is like, I have the flag, I go to Pride, full on LGBTQ qua. You get it, okay? They will love you from a distance until your dying days, okay? And it's very heartbreaking, but it kind of is what it is. Same thing, another example is the Noah and Ellie analogy, okay? Or any love story basically, where it was great when you were younger, right? But you never went after your Noah, or Noah never came after you. It's One Tree Hill, Peyton and Lucas. Peyton never writing that book about her choosing to marry somebody else, right? Choosing to stay with Brooke instead of Peyton. Like, you get it. Like, it's very much like, I'm gonna let it go. It's the best thing, and love and mystery and resentment. But again, a lot of fear, okay? But we all seen the movies. It's very much like defying the odds. But at the end of the day, this life is not a movie, okay? There are risks and consequences, and our life is not a 1 hour take. It is forever and a day, for however long, but it's definitely just not 1 hour. So I say this to say, if you're not on the same page, it's going to be quite difficult. Okay? Anything else for collective? Should we play the song? Yeah, this year has the ultimate love. For some of you guys, it could be twin flames. Okay? Now, a lot of them have had a lot of sexual dreams about you. Okay? But some... The twin flame aesthetic. If you know, you know. Should we read The Wonder by... Let's see here. I know this is annoying though. I'm so sorry. That's long though. Hold up. It says that I can't control my feelings. I can't control it. I'm staring at the ceiling, wondering how I got so caught. You're completely off limits for more reasons than one, but I can't stop. So this makes me feel like they can't reach you. Okay, like what I referenced before, being in love with you feels for them very one-sided. Okay, you're aware of my existence, but you don't know I'm here. You're the center of attention. You control the atmosphere. You're so busy being busy. I don't want to interfere, but I can't stop, so I will remain within your reign until my thoughts can travel somewhere new. My mind is so blind to everything but you, and I wonder if you wonder about me too. Okay? Yeah, you're off doing you, and they're here being in love with you. Is that the title? It's kind of cool though. I'm being corny again. Listen, off being you. They are in love with you. Okay? If you were to stop talking, I don't know what to do. The future far less daunting walking in with you. So drink till you can't think and pretend I'm what you choose, because I can't stop, so I will remain within your reign until my thoughts can travel somewhere new. My mind is so blind to everything but you. My mind is so blind to everything but you. And I wonder if you wonder about me too. Yeah, this is, yeah, Secret Admirer. You were together, but like everything I said before, the song summarized it just perfectly, but just a little bit more poetic and a little bit more Englify. Englify. Better English. Okay. Um, yeah. So the ball is in your court, collective. Um, we read the song. You got my take on it. Let's see what happens. Your advice card is do what makes you feel best. If you're in it, let's go. If not, they'd rather be in your corner for the rest of your life, like I said before, because it's better than not being with you. It's better than not being in your life. Okay? I don't think no cards is coming up. Okay, well, hold up. We got this card that came out. So 29 could be relevant. It came out like this though. So the number 29 is relevant. Whether age, timeline, as in on the 29th, 29 days, weeks, hours, you're 29 years of age. It's been 20 years and counting. I know, you get it, okay? Let's do a specific timeline for you and this person in terms of any action that's relevant for you. If there are no cards coming out, we're gonna just leave it, okay? But number 5 came out. Think again, hours, days, weeks, months. Something about July 3rd is also relevant, okay? Maybe something happened on July 3rd. We got number 4. We also got number 9, okay? Something about 63, similar to 29, okay? It's also relevant. Maybe age, maybe timeline, as in 63 days, hours, you get it, okay? It's the initials. Oh, I feel like a deja vu moment, okay? Some of you guys, you've done this before, where like you know them like by their essence. If you believe in the red string of fate or reincarnation, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys also have angels protecting this relationship, so I feel like it's a little bit more spiritual than love-based. The reason why they are tethered to you like this in their emotions, okay? Just ask your spirit team. Ask your spirit team. Alright. First, middle, last initials. So, let's see here. It's gonna do. Somebody's name is Gregory. I'm tuning into that. Something about Monday is also relevant. Leroy. Let's see here. Something about Kegel. Going to the gym. Sally's. Something about being a different complexion or ethnicity, nationality than you could be relevant. Something about feeling very smart or feeling very stupid. Like I feel they're like the most intelligent person on earth and they feel like an imbecile. They feel stupid. Okay. Something about the color red. Okay. A lot of questions that needs to be answered, but they rather have it up in the air. Something about LA airport. Okay. Something about being a leader. Maybe it's you being their manager, their boss, or you are a CEO and they're in love with you, or you're a boss bitch or a boss and they're like, damn, I'm in love with you. Okay. Somebody's name is Larry. Something about a sedan. Okay. Someone's name is Dexter. Something about decor. Somebody could be an architect. A philosopher. Philosophy is relevant. Art school. Art degree. The Backstreet Boys. Okay. I don't know, maybe somebody's in a boy band, or this is what you guys did when you guys were younger, like music contest, or you have a love for the Backstreet Boys. Okay. They could also be like an age difference. I know I want to mention them now. I feel like it's relevant, like the names of that boy band. Okay. I know it's silly, just bear with me. Backstreet Boys. I think they're still on tour. So I was looking for their name, but is this Orlando, Florida? So we got Kevin, Brian, AJ, Howie, Nick. Okay. All right. I think I said Brian though. All right. The band formed in 1993, so that could also be relevant. 1993, 2019. I'm just reading up the numbers, make it make sense. Okay. That's everything, collective. I want to thank you for stopping by, and until next time.